video, we want to talk about inversions. More specifically, we're going to talk about an advanced inversion where we're completely upside down. And most of us have heard of an inversion table where you hang from your feet and you can invert. And today we're going to talk about an inversion bench, which is this device here. One of the most important things for setting this up is when you actually do set it up from being in a folded position, to make sure that the pins along the side go into the slot. And this is on both sides of it. And that's to make sure that you've got a nice sturdy foundation. You don't want to go upside down on something that's going to fall. So inversions in general have some benefits to them. And those include, like, it increases the kind of brain activity. It can help wake you up. It can help with your creativity. It helps you to work your core and back muscles. Inversions in general are just kind of fun to do. And yeah, so there's kind of some different things about them that are fun. There's some groups of people who wouldn't want to participate in an inversion, who would be contraindicated for. Those are people who have high blood pressure or cardiovascular disease. If you've got anything going on with pressure in your head, if you have like eye pressure issues or maybe a sinus infection or sinus pressure, getting upside down is going to put a lot more pressure on your head, and that's somebody who's not going to want to participate in an inversion at the time. Other people would maybe be if you have neck injuries, although this is, you're not directly on your neck here, so that's kind of a debatable point. The way that this thing works is you put your head into this hole and you're actually inverting on your shoulders. And so there's a couple different things. When we're standing upright, there's gravity pushing down on our spinal column. If you're in an inversion table, your spine is free hanging because you're actually hanging from your feet. In an inversion on this bench, it's just a reverse compression of the spinal column because you're on your shoulders versus on your feet. So Julia is going to do some demos for us today to show us how we get onto this thing and how we use it. And I'd like to point out, normally I recommend using this against a wall or having a buddy there to spot you, just in case you end up toppling over, you've got something there to support you. We're not going to demo it against the wall just for the practicality of filming, but I'll be here to help Julia if she needs any help. So the first step is to get your head down into the hole here and have your shoulders supported on either side. And then you want to place your hands back on the handles, and then there's a couple of different ways to get up into an inversion. So one is just to bring your knees into your chest and a kick up, and then to extend your legs straight up above you. And this is where the wall is really beneficial, because if she fell backwards at all, she would kick the wall. Or here, I can help support her with my hand if anything happened. And then Julie, could you come down one more time? And then the other way to get in is going to be very similar to that, except for we're going to kick one leg up at a time and find some stability. So in that one, we put one leg up and kick, and leave our legs in this kind of L shape first. And if she had a wall behind her, she'd be looking for the wall with this leg. And then once she felt stable, she could bring both legs up together. And then once you're there, you're just holding onto your core. You can let your head dangle so you're looking directly behind you. This really it literally flips your perspective on life and gets blood going all the different directions. So when you come out of these, one of the important things is to gently and slowly come out of them, so that since we've kind of got a lot of blood rushing to our head, you don't want to be lightheaded from getting up too quickly. So you can either stay down close to the mat or maybe child's pose or something else before you stand all the way up. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this is a pretty advanced inversion, and there are some contraindications that I mentioned earlier. So there are a lot of other different ways to invert and get the same benefit of an inversion without doing the full inversion. So I just want to make sure that it's clear. This is for this particular inversion, but there are other options.